All right, good evening and welcome to our channel Princess 6. This is a wonderful evening of the 13th of June 2025, and this information is quite so pertinent because it's addressing some sensitive issues within the ground ecosystem, and this is coming as an official statement from the Secretary to the Sanctuary Wealth Multipurpose Foundation in the person of Simeon Idachaba, who writes on the behalf of the County Director, Apostle Professor Ken. They got some wave of some trending information that has to do with what was released by Money Grabs. It's also one of the influencers or the YouTube channels right on the platforms, that also tries to get the people informed of information. But it appears like the information that caught the attention of the secretary to the initiative of UAAG, that particular information was not nice. It was actually fake, and the foundation has come out to completely speak against that and to dissociate themselves from that. I'm going to expansively talk about this and bring this to the understanding of the people so that we are not misguided in any way and we stay on the same line. It's an official statement coming from the county director through his media aide, Simeon Idachaba. And this is what they say. Official statement from the Office of the Secretary, Sanctuary Wealth Multipurpose Foundation, dated this 13th day of June 2025. Reply, again, fake disbursement update from a misleading YouTuber. Dear esteemed beneficiaries, Kingdom partners, and the general public, we greet you all in peace, strength, and divine hope. It has once again become necessary, with a deep sense of duty and clarity, to address a growing menace of misinformation and reckless misrepresentation currently being circulated across social media platforms, especially on the YouTube by one YouTuber, Money Grabs. We, the leadership of the Sanctuary Wealth Multipurpose Foundation, feel compelled, not out of panic, but out of responsibility, to guide, clarify, and rebuke this spreading falsehood. We have received numerous calls, messages, and reports from the stopped beneficiaries who were misled by a baseless and fictitious video update released by a certain individual masquerading as a bearer of credible information. This individual, who has no stake, no position, no affiliation whatsoever with this foundation, has made it a pattern to manipulate emotions, toy with expectations, and sow confusion among those who are patiently and prayerfully waiting for the manifestation of this grant. Let it be made loud and unmistakably clear that the Sanctuary Wealth Multipurpose Foundation categorically dissociates itself from the misleading YouTube update and its messenger. We did not authorize it, we do not recognize it, and we do not condone it. In the said update, now gaining traction among the unsuspecting and emotionally vulnerable, the following fake claims were made. Number one, that disbursement cannot happen unless Apostle Dr. Ken Nwakama personally speaks to the public in a broadcast. Number two, that a fake and unnamed CEO from a different NGO allegedly came to Abuja and heard directly from the coordinating director about supposed internal decisions. Number three, that stakeholders have already started receiving money but they are silent due to confidentiality agreements or fear of exposure. Number 4, claim that the signing of memorandum of understanding is currently in progress, implying that disbursement is imminent. Number 5, that the so-called reporter assumes that funds have already started moving and the process is secretly ongoing. We wish to respond to each of these fabricated points with the full weight of truth and responsibility. First, there is no requirement or procedure that ties the disbursement to a live broadcast by Apostle Dr. Ken Wakama. While our spiritual father has occasionally spoken to encourage the community, official, financial, operational decisions are never announced casually or through social media chatter. Secondly, no such CEO exists. The individual mentioned is a figment of imagination used to paint a scene of insider information where none exists. We strongly discourage anyone from believing unverified name-dropping tactics. Thirdly, stakeholders have not received any funds. The disbursement process, when it happens, would be uniform, fair, and well documented. The idea that people have secretly received money is not only deceptive, it is divisive. It is meant to stir resentment and confusion. Fourthly, there is no ongoing MOU signing exercise at the moment. While certain formalities are often involved in organizational partnerships, they are not conducted in secrecy or behind the backs of a community. Fifthly, the assumption that funds are moving is pure speculation. We are dealing with sensitive financial systems that involve government, regulatory, and banking protocols. Any movement of funds would be officially announced, not assumed, and certainly not via unverified YouTube videos. Now, why this response matters? We understand that many of you have waited patiently and prayerfully for this grant to manifest. We acknowledge the sleepless nights, the frosting, the family responsibilities, the growing economic hardship. We understand the longing to see light at the end of this tunnel, but we must emphasize this: desperation must never silence discernment. Okay. All right. So further to that, just I beg your pardon. Now, this is Prince's channel. In case you're new here, kindly subscribe and hit the bell so that you don't miss out on vital updates. We deal with grants, we deal with information dissemination on the actual disbursement spree that we're yet to experience. And if you are not a follow-up of this channel, kindly do so right now so that you can be always free to get information on a regular basis. When we drop one, you definitely got to get one. All right, I'm just going to be with you in a moment. Don't touch the dial. All right, welcome back to this information dissemination. And all right, just in continuation of this submission, you see, but we must emphasize this, that desperation must never silence discernment. What the enemy cannot stop, it tries to distract. These fake updates are nothing more than spiritual and emotional warfare that is designed to drain your hope and scatter your focus. They come to stir bitterness, to create tension between leaders and followers, and weaken your belief in the possibility of divine help. Be wise, be alert, and be still. As Apostle Dr. Ken Wakama often teaches, God is not a God of confusion. This grand assignment was birthed spiritually and is being handled under spiritual principles. No matter the pressures, we will not be moved by noise, blackmail, or confusion agents parading themselves as update givers. We urge you to guard your peace, guard your faith, and guard your mind. Turn away from this individual who feed on confusion and feed off your frustration. The same people who release fake updates will later come back and claim, I never said it exactly like that, thereby placing the blame on innocent listeners. The foundation operates with integrity, vision, and structure. We are accountable before God, the law, and the people. Disbursement would not happen through rumors. It will not be dropped in whispers. When the time comes, it would be clear, credible, and confirmed. A final admonition to beneficiaries. First, do not send money to anyone promising faster access to disbursement. Secondly, do not subscribe to YouTube channels just because they claim to have inside information. Thirdly, do not be quick to share unverified posts, especially in WhatsApp groups, without cross-checking with the foundation. And lastly, stay close to official channels, emails, public communiques, and designated spokespersons only. We're working tirelessly behind the scenes. We'll see the tears, we'll hear your prayers, and we'll feel the urgency. But we are committed to doing it right, because this vision is bigger than a single person. It is a generational solution. So please, remain calm, stand in faith, disregard fake messengers, and above all, believe that what God has started, He will surely finish. I think this suits me the most in all of this submission. What God has started, He definitely is going to push it through to completion. Thank you for your continued patience, your trust, and wavering support. May God reward your endurance with undeniable fulfillment. Yours in kingdom service, Simeon Idachaba, the Secretary for the Sanctuary Wealth Multipurpose Foundation, and for Apostle Dr. Ken Wakama. That was a mouthful. That was much of an information. I think just the focal point here is just that we should be wary of information that has not been let out. Everyone has different sources of information givings, and most importantly, verification is of essence. There are some information that are meant to break people down. We don't try to do that. There are information that are meant to lift and heal wounds, all the injured ones within the ecosystem. There are information that tries to placate their wounds, lift them up. We do that much and in a lot. All right. Then there are some assertions that are not yet verified. They might be in the leeway, but if you don't try to verify them, they might get into trouble. So I want to encourage all of us, both the listeners and the information disseminators, that we do it with all diligence, with all sense of equity, fairness, transparency, and God is going to bless us. For all the hearers and all the waiters, including myself, we owe you one duty, one responsibility, and that's to serve. We want to serve the people. We're not just serving you because we don't have a stake in the grand ecosystem. We do subscribe to And as you're in expectation, we are in expectation. We've only got ourselves much more better to be of service for humanity within the grand ecosystem and to be relevant within this season. And I pray that the Lord, the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ, the fellowship of his suffering will keep with us, abide with us, strengthen us, keep our mind, soul, body, and spirit together until and beyond the fund distribution happens. Thank you very much. We love you. And that's the information coming from the organ of the Sanctuary Wealth Multipurpose Foundation for Apkn. I wish you a very lovely night rest. In case I don't come your way again tonight, have a nice night rest and God bless you.